We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Treat the earth well. It was not given to you by your parents. It was loaned to you by your children. Listen to the wind. It talks. Listen to the silence. It speaks. Listen to your heart. It knows. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. The soul would have no rainbow if the eyes had no tears. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. We are all one child spinning through Mother Sky. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. Those who have 1 foot in the canoe and 1 foot in the boat are going to fall into the river. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. Give me knowledge so I may have kindness for all. The greatest strength is gentleness. May your heart stay sweet as the berries on the vine. The frog does not drink up the pond in which he lives. Man's law changes with his understanding of man. Only the laws of the spirit remain always the same. When we show our respect for other living things, they respond with respect for us. Do not wrong or hate your neighbor, for it is not he that you wrong but yourself. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. It is not enough to know. We must also apply. It is not enough to wish. We must also act. The more you give, the more good things come to you. To touch the earth is to have harmony with nature. Those who have knowledge don't predict. Those who predict don't have knowledge. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. Listen, or your tongue will keep you deaf. He who would do great things should not attempt them all alone. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. It is better to walk alone than with a crowd going in the wrong direction. A good chief gives, he does not take. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the little shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. The heart of the wise man lies quiet like limpid water. The strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf. The soul would have no rainbow if the eyes had no tears. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. Give thanks for unknown blessings already on their way. Our first teacher is our own heart. One finger cannot lift a pebble. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. A people's dream dies when their hearts are no longer touched by such simple things. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace, and live in peace. Nature is not a place to visit. It is home. Wash your spirit clean. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. Take only memories, leave only footprints. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. A people without a history is like the wind over buffalo grass. Man's law changes with his understanding of man. Only the laws of the spirit remain always the same. Do not speak of evil, for it creates curiosity in the hearts of the young. We are made from Mother Earth, and we go back to Mother Earth. Everything the power does, it does in a circle. Treat the birds and the beasts with consideration. They too are living beings with desires and longings. Regard heaven as your father, earth as your mother, and all things as your brothers and sisters. The heart knows 100,000 ways to speak. We are all visitors to this time, this place. We are just passing through. Our purpose here is to observe, to learn, to grow, to love, and then we return home. A man who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing he cares about more than his own personal safety, is a miserable creature who has no chance of being free. You have to look deeper, way below the anger, the hurt, the hate, the jealousy, the self-pity. Way down deeper where the dreams lie, son. Find your dream. It's the pursuit of the dream that heals you. Silence is the absolute poise or balance of body, mind, and spirit. The greatest gift you can give your children is the example of your own life. All things are connected like the blood that unites us. We did not weave the web of life, we are merely a strand in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. To watch us dance is to hear our hearts speak. When we take the time to quiet ourselves, we can all sense that our lives could be lived with greater compassion and greater wakefulness. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. The land is sacred. These words are at the core of your being. The land is our mother. The rivers are blood. We do not walk alone. Great being walks beside us. Know this and be grateful. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself. Our first teacher is our own heart. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. Everything on the earth has a purpose. Every disease an herb to cure it, and every person a mission. You must live your life from beginning to end. No one else can do it for you. Respect the elders. Teach the young. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. He who tells his secret shall soon be a chief. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. When a person is born, they are anointed with water and earth and given a sacred name. Each creature has a medicine, so there are many medicines. Because they are not the same, everything has its own medicine. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. The true Indian sets no price upon either his property or his labor. His generosity is limited only by his strength and ability. He regards it as an honor to be selected for difficult or dangerous service and would think it shameful to ask for pay for what he does. In every deliberation, we must consider the impact on the 7th generation, even if it requires having skin as thick as the bark of a pine. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. Let us put our minds together and see what kind of life we can make for our children. We are the keepers of the fire, the protectors of the land. Our duty is to preserve it for generations to come. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself. The more you give, the more good things come to you. The great teachings are passed down from grandfather to father to son. It is through this sacred chain that we continue to learn the ways of our people. To know the secrets of the earth, you must seek guidance from the winds, the trees, and the rocks. The strongest tribe is one that is united, for together they can withstand the strongest storms. The heart of a man is very much like the sea. It has its storms, it has its tides, and in its depths, it has its pearls too. When all the trees have been cut down, when all the animals have been hunted, when all the waters are polluted, when all the air is unsafe to breathe, only then will you discover you cannot eat money. A nation is not conquered until the hearts of its women are on the ground. Then it is done, no matter how brave its warriors or how strong its weapons. The land is not in the least bit yours. You are not its owner, but its beneficiary. It will be yours only as long as you remain responsible for it. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the little shadow which runs across the grass.